NE1's Newcastle Restaurant Week is continuing in the city and many restaurants are booked up. Restaurant Week allows members of the public to try out food from different restaurants in Newcastle at a discount. It also gives the hospitality industry a bit of a boost during a quiet time of the year. Charthouse is just one of the restaurants involved in the scheme. They only opened in September last year inside a historic building along the quayside, and this is their very first Restaurant Week.
We've got about 400 people booked across the space of 5 days. We're only trading 5 days at the moment, but about 400 people booked. It's by far our busiest week of January, and it's given us a great boost in what would ordinarily be our most quiet month of the year. So yeah, delighted to be involved, and the response from customers has been excellent. But I think on the strength of the response we've had from customers this time, I think we'd be delighted to be involved next time. I think it's a sort of firm favourite in everybody's calendar.
Restaurant Week is always hugely popular with the public, and at this time even more restaurants were added to the list. Much like Charthouse, other restaurants in Newcastle are really busy with very little availability left.
Yeah, so right in the middle of Restaurant Week at the moment, and what a fantastic response we've had for this January's event. Not only are we hearing it from the diners who are having a fantastic time already, it's all over social media, which is full of colour and positive reviews for the restaurants taking part, but also from the venues themselves. So we've had lots of phone calls, lots of emails telling us that their availability is now gone for the week. A lot saying that they've still got limited spaces, which is fantastic. So if you still haven't booked out, now is the time to do it.
Restaurant Week runs during January, and there is also another one later in the year. Last year, the week gave Newcastle a huge economic boost, which can be used to invest more into the city. Rachel added that even though it is helping the hospitality industry, the extra flow of people coming into the city benefits nearly everyone.
So we had 10 restaurants back in the day. We now have a record-breaking 120 restaurants involved in this January's event. So last year, the two combined events in January and August resulted in a 1.5 million economic boost for the sector. So it shows not only do people enjoy it and get behind it, but it's vital at a time like this for venues across the city. But it's not just the venues that benefit. So as well as the restaurants taking part, there's a lot of bars locally where people will, go for a drink beforehand or afterwards. The transport sector is boosted, and we see that and know that, as well as the suppliers as well. So those, whether it's butchers, grocers, anything like that, we see a real impact, not just on the restaurants themselves, but everybody all round.
But Restaurant Week isn't over yet. It will end on the 22nd of January. NE1 have already been receiving emails from people asking when the next Restaurant Week will be. And after everything is finished, NE1 will get feedback from the restaurants and start to plan the next Restaurant Week later in the year.